Hello and welcome to the next video of my League of Legends esports off-season coverage. I do daily videos if you're new to the channel. I've went over all 4 major regions in this format, looking at the teams going into free agency, and then the next day going over who is missing and who the free agents are. So all of these teams are the minor region teams that were represented at either MSI or Worlds or both. There are 2 teams on here that went to both events, Saigon Buffalo and Detonation Focus Me, excuse me. So, unlike the last 4 days or 4 videos in this format, there are a lot of question marks. There are a lot of players not under contract. The players listed are technically still with that team under contract beyond the end of this month. Order is not listed on here because Order is no longer. The LCO team was bought out by Ground Zero today, so they're not listed. PSG, they could run back one of their starting 5. Ozzy played for PSG and in place of Hanabi for a couple games, I believe. Maybe it was 2 games at MSI. I don't really remember much about him, to be honest with you. Hanabi's a pretty solid player, but is a free agent. Pretender was loaned out by PSG to another PCS team. And with Gory, their player they signed for summer split, hitting free agency, Pretender becomes a starter. Burry is still under contract. CFO, also of the PCS, Shun is the only one under contract. That means Rest, Gemini, Mission, and Koala are all free agents. And also in the case of PSG, Unified and Kaiwing are free agents, which we'll go over tomorrow. Beyond Gaming, everybody, all 5 players are free agents. No substitutes even under contract going into next year. As far as the VCS is concerned, GAM Esports, their starting 5 are all hitting free agency. Elio is the only player that was under contract still going into next year. He was the backup support, played a few games for BA during summer. Saigon Buffalo, Bean J, and Rybel. This is the only team with 2 players under contract at any position. So they could run back Bean J and Taki, 2 of their starting 5. Hasmid is a free agent, as is Froggy and Shogun. Shogun will go over tomorrow. I am a big Shogun supporter, so that definitely will be talked about tomorrow. As far as Latin America is concerned, Team Ace, Dimitri, Aloned, and Shuhari. I think Shuhari may be I think he's a substitute. So Dimitri and Aloned from the starting 5. Well, I think it's pronounced Aloned, like I said. Somebody corrected me the one time. Dimitri and Aloned are the 2 starters out of the starting 5. They had a couple Korean imports. Both of them are free agents. Isurus Gaming, Grell and Gavato. Grell was definitely their best performer at Worlds. Both are free agents. ADD are Timo Enjoyer from Worlds. Seiya retired. And Jelly also, along with ADD, both Korean imports were allowed to leave. So Seiya's retirement is probably something that Isurus didn't expect, but Seiya is the most accomplished player in Latin American history, so for him to retire, it was time. CBLOL, Red Canids, both Gigo and Bowl in top are free agents. Agi, an Avenger, Cheeton, and Jojo. So this team could run back 3 of their starting 5. Grevthar was the starter over Avenger at MSI. During spring, they went back and forth, and I think even Avenger was their substitute at MSI if need be. So this was only a matter of time. Based on the CBLOL fans in the comment section throughout the year, there was a lot of mixed opinions on Grevthar, but Agi did a really good job at MSI, in my opinion. Loud, Robo, and Tinone. So they're 2 older players. They're both under contract beyond the end of the year. Kroc, their Korean import's a free agent, as is Brandt and Seos. Brandt we'll get into tomorrow as well. I believe he should be a player that deserves a raise or even a promotion to the LCS, at the very least in an academy position. I think what he offers cannot be really understated. Detonation Focus Me, Harp is the only one under contract. We've seen EV rumors to G2, not G2, Heretics. So, well, Yankos is G2, right? So Yankos leaving G2, Heretics, you know, could see the mistake. So EV probably out. Steel is a Korean import. Yaharung was a Korean import. Udapan is a free agent. Udapan is very old. Who knows if he's done. And Chief Esports Club, all 5 are out. Topun and Steel, both, I mean not Topun and Steel, Topun and Arthur are both Korean imports. And then we have Tally, Reyes, and Aladoric, all free agents. So there are a couple teams here with nobody. Beyond Gaming and Chief Esports, there's a lot of work to be done with a lot of these teams. You know, cleaning up the scraps of what LCK doesn't want, pretty much. We went over countless LCK imports on this list. Honestly, the majority of the teams had 1, if not 2. So that is a thing. It's just a matter of who doesn't get picked up and needs a job. And that's when, you know, these smaller regions will pick them up for, you know, a lot less than they would make in Korea, but better than nothing. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, comment down below, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow we're going to go over all the players that the question marks represent and kind of say which ones may be worthy of promotion, which ones aren't. Yeah, so like I said, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, become a YouTube member, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.